Hi, this is Katie from the Career Services Office, and today we're going to talk about what to do when you're struggling with your job search. So at this point, it's possible that many of you have sent out lots of resumes, lots of applications. Maybe you're getting some interviews, maybe you're not, but if you're not getting any offers, what should you do? So if you're in this situation, what you want to do is ask yourself 3 questions. First off, what does your resume and cover letter look like? And what we mean by that is, are you specializing your resume and cover letter for the types of jobs and industries that you're applying to? Every industry is slightly different, so it's important that your resume reflects that. For example, if you're in the education and teaching field, you need to have a licensure and certification section on there. If you're in the computer science field, you need to have a technical skills category. So every industry is slightly different, and career services can help you better understand what your resume should look like. Same thing goes with the cover letter. Are you customizing it towards each job and every company you apply to? Your documents need to reflect the job description and the company that you're looking at, because that way the employer can see that you took the time to connect the dots for them, so they can see that the skills they're looking for are clearly reflected on your resume as well as in your cover letter. This is critical, and career services can help you do that. The second question you want to ask is, what types of positions am I applying for? Are you actually qualified? So it's really important to look at the job description and identify the qualifications. Usually there's a minimum qualification section and then a preferred qualifications. You want to make sure you meet at least those minimum qualifications. And for most recent grads, that's going to say something around 0 to 2 years experience, or entry level, or bachelor's degree. So make sure that you're looking at those and they're actually meeting the qualifications for that opportunity. And obviously you want to make sure you're applying to jobs that you're actually interested in and would potentially consider. Of course, you want to be open and flexible in terms of geographic location, size of company, and things like that, because right now it can be difficult and you want to make sure you cast a wide net. But make sure you're at least minimally qualified for those opportunities. And the third question is, how are you preparing for interviews? So if you're actually getting interviews, maybe you're not getting to the next round, or maybe you're not getting that final offer after being a final candidate. If this is the case, you need to step back and think about your preparation. So first things first, are you actually preparing for the interview by knowing yourself? So you need to be able to market and sell your skills and experiences. So go back through, reflect on your resume, reflect on your top skills, be able to answer the question, why should they hire you? The next thing, are you researching the company? Make sure you understand what the company does, what their products or their services are, and how that connects with what you want to do. And talk about that in the interview. And then lastly, have you actually practiced the commonly asked interview questions? Make sure you go back through and go answer by answer and practice them out loud to make sure you feel more comfortable during the actual interview. So it's very possible some of you are already doing all these things. And if that's the case, we want you to know that the fact that you're not getting a job might not be your fault. So it might not be you. It's very possible that a company already knew who they planned to hire before even interviewing you. They might have already planned to promote somebody from within, or maybe they already had a candidate in mind for the opportunity. There are a lot of things that are outside of your control. Sometimes you need to just move forward with the job hunt. So if that's the case, what can you be doing in the meantime? So the critical thing to do here is to build skills, try to gain experience, and network. So this is a short list of ideas of how you can do that. So in terms of gaining experience and building some skills, consider working for a temp agency or reaching out to recruiters. Those are ways that you might be able to find a part-time job, potentially in your field, that would allow you to kind of get your foot in the door. Could also lead to a full-time opportunity down the line. Part-time jobs are nothing to be ashamed about. Sometimes there's a financial reason and you need to just work. So a part-time job might allow you to gain some leadership skills, managerial skills, or just build some communication skills. So especially look for part-time jobs that offer benefits. That's an extra thing to consider. It's also possible you might look into postgraduate internships. This is an opportunity to intern for a company that is looking for recent grads. So it allows you to kind of build some skills in your field so that you can actually apply for a full-time job in your industry down the line. Another great way is to volunteer. There are tons of different organizations out there that are looking for volunteers to help with different programs or projects that they might have. So no matter the industry, try and check that out. Idealist.org is a great place to start for that. But networking will be a huge part of this process too. So conduct informational interviews with people in your field, learning about their career path, their company, how they got to where they are today, and what insight and advice they have to share for you. Use LinkedIn for this. Another way is to join and attend professional association events. So there are different professional associations for different industries. Many of them have websites with job boards. They may have resources and information on how to get into the field, maybe even a membership directory. So make sure to check that out so you can identify some quick tips in your field. And then the last two items here are all about skill building. So improve your computer skills. No matter what field you're in, everyone can benefit from this. Go online, use YouTube, check out Coursera or edX. There's so many different programs out there that offer videos and online courses for different topics in technology and computer skills. And lastly, renew or maybe pursue certifications. So maybe pick up a CPR or AED certification if you're in an exercise science field, or maybe consider getting your EMT certification if you want to go into healthcare. So there's different tracks that you can go and lots of different ways you can do this. So what's the next step? Maybe you've already started this process, but you need a little more support. First of all, make sure you've claimed your account on Handshake. This is our career management database for jobs and internships. All students have access to this, and you can check out lots of great opportunities. And then lastly, call Career Services to set up an appointment. We can sit down virtually and do a job search appointment to talk to you about these strategies and make sure you're on the right path. So give us a call at 508-531-1328, and we'll be happy to help.